Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Good morning to all of you. Last night I had stopped by one of my scrappers. He called and said he had this Honda engine and also a weed whacker. I normally don't mess with the two-cycle weed whackers, but I took it all in a package deal for $30. I had initially started out at 25 and I had priced it 20 and then 5 for the weed whacker. He said he wanted to get at least 25 for the Honda machine, so I did give him the full 30. Looking at the weed whacker, the primer bulb is cracked and broken, so maybe that's all it is. I'll mess with that off season. During the winter time, when I have more time, I concentrate on the mowers during the grass growing season. Anyway, this scrapper is the closest one to my location. He does it part-time. He's 78 years old. He uses the scrap money to supplement his retirement income. So I try to give him better pricing. I know his situation, so I normally pay him what he wants. So this is an exceptionally good looking unit. It's a 2011, by the way, HRR216. Hector Romeo Romeo 216 is the model number. Like I said, it's a 2012 and very good condition. We're going to see what the deal with it is. I have Happy Juice on the standby. When I looked at it at his location, I had tipped it on its side to check blade condition, so I want to do that for you kids next. Then we'll try starting it on its own. I noticed the fuel shutoff valve here is in the off position, so we got to move that to on. The gas tank is full and the oil is fairly well used. It will need an oil change. So without further ado, let's turn this Honda on its side and look at the blades. This is the twin blade system. I usually don't mess with Hondas too much. I don't get a lot of them. The ones I do are on other branded machines, not Hondas on a Honda deck. So the blade is pretty well worn. You can see the back side here is all worn out. I'd need a couple of blades. And they're both dull. Blades in belts in place. It doesn't look too shabby as far as wear. Let's look at the transmission. Whoever had this had it on a lower deck setting. It's kind of low. I wouldn't have it this low. Everything looks like it's in place. Got the bag with it. Let me turn it on all fours and let's try getting this thing to start. kind of impressed with the condition. This thing was stored in a shed or a garage. There's only a couple of scratches on this deck. I usually don't get stuff looking this nice. And this is a 10-year-old unit, 2012. So maybe they had a small yard. Filter doesn't look terribly bad. There is a little dust here and there, but overall, I think somebody's maintained this HRR216. So let me try starting it now. Fuel's on. We got compression. The only thing I see right away is the recoil rope is not retracting all the way. There's a little bit of slack in the rope. Let me motivate it. Okay, carb clean on this. It fired off with some motivation. Maybe the fuel was contaminated. I looked in the tank. The fuel looked a little dark. Could be old fuel. So same symptom, you give it a squirt of motivation and it craps out once that's burnt off. So once I rectify the carb clean, we'll look at the rear wheel drive. Hopefully there's no issues with that. That would be the only other sticking point if the rear wheel drive was in-op. Would have to go to town and rectify that. Hopefully it's just the starting issue. We don't have any rear wheel drive issues. So that's all I got for you on the 2012 Honda. I'll change the bulb on this in the off season on the 25cc Craftsman weed whacker. It's got the standard size primer bulb, and I have a 10-pack of those. It looks like it just dry rotted and fell apart. That may be the only issue with this Craftsman. It's a straight shaft. And it looks like it's got the 8-in-1 attachment system, so you can put various attachments on this unit. I may have a couple of stragglers as far as the attachments. in my 2-cycle pile. I may have something else that'll fit this besides the straight shaft. Anywho, thanks for coming out this morning. I'm going to go drink some more coffee. Some Starbucky coffee. It's really not Starbucky. I can't afford those prices. This is just homemade, store-bought, ground homemade. You guys have a good day today. Seems to be a helicopter circling above. He wants to see what I'm doing today. Go tip your waitress and waitstaff. They depend on you.